Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on our channel, or website, or my social media. Reach out to me directly, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. Launched in 2006, this is the A Lange Sohne Richard Lange. 40.5 millimeters in platinum. The watch is only 11 millimeters thick and from lug to lug broad for a Lange, 49.6 millimeters with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. An upscale three-hander, probably the richest three-hand watch you're going to experience. The timepiece feels expensive, heavy, substantial. There's a lot of precious metal here. Platinum case and a silver dial. The dial is made of sterling silver, but it is rhodium coated in dark rhodium to give it that grayish tone. A lovely watch, a thin watch, an easy watch to cuff, and let's take a look at the hardware and the software right here. The strap is lush, bolstered down the center. It's black semi-gloss with large rectangular scale alligator leather, monotone stitch in black, folded edge, calfskin on the underside, brand new Lange factory strap, and a rare accessory on a Lange watch, a full deployant clasp in matching platinum. In general, Lange watches, even some complications, are fitted with pin buckles, so that's nice to see. Protection from droppage. Now the timepiece, we'll throw it on my wrist one more time so you can see the head-on shot. Fits easily on a wrist, I would say 14 centimeters circumference or larger. The case band is handsome, sculpted in the typical Lange format, feeling somewhere between a pocket watch and a wristwatch in its architecture. Satin finished center, longitudinal with a domed bezel that's of high polish. It also has a vertical section adjacent to the domed portion that's also polished. The case back is set inboard somewhat, which makes the watch effectively sit and look thinner on the wrist. It also has a polished case back lip. The lugs in Lange fashion are stepped out, so they have their own sculptural form. They're not integrated like a Calatrava, and they're of high polish on flank as well as top. There is a Lange crown that is used to wind this glorious watch. It's a simple watch, but it's a handsome watch and thoughtfully detailed. As you can see, there are alpha style hands, black polished in white gold at center. There is a counterweighted fire blued seconds hand, needle style seconds, and you can see radially arrayed transferred lacquer Roman numerals. That's how you know it is a Richard Lange model. And there are small Arabic numerals outboard every 5 minutes. You can see that the quarters, 15, 30, 45, and 60, are in red. And then there's a stepped in center dial to give the watch another focal plane so the dial doesn't appear too flat. It has a surprising number of different tones and materials on the dial, so it doesn't feel monotonous at all. On the case back, a glorious movement. It's caliber L0412. Now the timepiece is beautifully made, and you can see some of the standards of German watch finish in the modern era, many of which were established by Lange during the 1990s after the company's 1990 resurrection. So the movement is manual wind, 38-hour power reserve, 5-position adjustment like a chronometer, with a handmade Breguet overcoil hairspring, so it gives you concentric beating and even timekeeping in every position. The watch does include a hacking or stop seconds function. You can see it is free-sprung style for shock resistance, beating away at 21,600 vibrations per hour. The 5-position adjusted movement pivots, as you can see, on 26 jewels. Now let's talk about some of those standards of finish I mentioned. You can see black polish on the swan's neck regulator, the case clamp screws, the posts that locate the 3/4 bridge, as well as the cover to the escape wheel. Fired blue screws, kiln oxidized blue, are used to fix components in place, and you can see them in various sizes. There is mirrored anglage, and you can see it well on the bridge for the hacking seconds system. That rounded hand bevel that is mirrored along the side of every bridge. You'll also note the freehand engraving on the half bridge for the balance, and that's done with a burin and in chisel-like fashion, created individually by artisans who only make these parts for Lange. There's also satin finishing on the wheels as well as the bridge for the escapement. You can see the lever is underneath a satin finished bridge, and then there's engine turning on the base plate. All of this 30 meters water resistant and quite gorgeous. A handsome timepiece and a charismatic one. It offers an awful lot of charm for just 3 hands and no date, and for many, less will be more. Email tmosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.